97. 95 Mike, watch 95.
Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
43. 15. Check. Blue dot Quarkers. Blue dot Quarkers. Hot. Hero 15. Motion. Alpha. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Switch it. Attack. Yellow. Go.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. 95 Mike, watch 95. Bring it.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On first down, Lock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw again on second down. Lock. And he's got his man on the out route. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
95 is the same. No, check. He's Mike. Come on. What we got? Hey, switch gears. Hey,
now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
give me that ball, defense. Yellow. Give me that ball, defense. 91 is the mic. It's our field. Bravo. Hey, it's our house.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Yellow. Let's go, Louie. Just like that. 15.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Go. 29. Hey, Delta. 29. That's a screen. Pass. 29 is the mic. Go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
49, check 49. Charlie, 91 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I got you. I don't need to. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Yellow. Go on, 80. Mike 91. Attack. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 91 is the mic. Record.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Watch the screen. Yellow. 26 Mike. You must be dreaming. I got him. Back's mine. I got him. 26 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock, wide open receiver, complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Ready? 8, read. I got it. Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the double. Mike 29. Watch the run. Watch the run. General West. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Block now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Yellow. 95 Mike. Watch 95. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Delta. Check his Mike. Watch twist.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie. Right. He's telling right here. He's telling the right. 15. 3 down. 26 Mike. All day, baby, all day. 26 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Fight on these two. There's a little lady. Hey, 43, 15. Watch 49. It's our time. Bang. 49, hey, 43. Smoke. Game on this defense, no game.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Yep. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Block now on 1st down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
95's the San. Go check his Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go. Check. 15. Check your hot read. Slam. 66. Bully.
On 1st down, it's Bell, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
15. 95's the San. Go check his Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. 95's Mike. Watch 95. I'm going to run you over. 95's the San. Go check his Mike. 15. Man up, deep.
Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Here's Locke to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey. Be ready. Hey, exit. Mike 29. Come to my world. Look. Squeeze. Fight.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now locked again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Mike. 3 butt, 3 butt. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 95's Mike, watch 95. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Coming. 95's the same. No, check, he's Mike. Nice, sweetheart. 15. 95's Mike, watch 95. Right here. I got him, on me. Buds. 95's the same.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 26 Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
26 Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He's picked off at his own 47.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Know your job. Look at me, zipper. Hey, zoom. Mike 29. It's just me and you. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check 19. 15.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Yellow. 95 my seam 6. The curl. Watch the curl. 95 is a sand. No, check. He's Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's able to find Wallace. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Exit. No, check. He's Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, Ripple.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's second down and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Mike 91. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Motion, motion. Yellow. 91 is the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Echo. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
You can't block me. You can't block.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
49 is the mic. 49 is the mic.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
95 is Mike. What's 95? Nice 7. Let's go. Check these Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Shift. SOS.
Ready?
Now a handoff working right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Block going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go! Hey, Haywood!
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Be careful.
Block to throw for it on fourth. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, color.
Watch twins.
Watch that.
On first down, it's Bell. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
And bring it.
Alpha. 95.
From the 16, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Ridley. Check, he's Mike.
Man, I got you.
80 weapon.
Mike, watch 95.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Ringo.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Go! 15 right.
line is 51.
Three down.
3 down. 5.
50's the Mike.
Rock it.
Check four.
Block now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
Go.
To throw in his lock. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Got one.
Hey, Charlie. Yes.
Motion. Mike 50.
Hard.
Now on second and 13. Lock. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Leo. Snap.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
He's coming. Double up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
25. Check 25. Whip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Jumper.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Jam.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. 50, plant.
Mike 50. You got
Hey. High 7.
You got to see me and your nightmare. Hey. Look. Mike's 50. Here we go, Pete.
Ready?
On second down and 4. Lock flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, wahoo!
I got him.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. 95 is Mike. Watch that.
Hey, Sunday.
Jack.
Let's get it now. Martin.
They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, team 6. 29
is Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, D.
5.
From the 22, block. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Let's get it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Throwing now is Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. Now Locke toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Hold the look, hold. Girl, 15. Fox trap.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He finds his man Johnson. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense.